What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another one. As you can see, we're on the water. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today, and I'm super excited for it. We're going to be doing a little bit of a product review on a product that I've been wanting to review for quite some time. It's actually the Ugly Stik GX2, okay? This is an extremely affordable fishing rod and reel, excuse me. This is a medium action 6-foot 6-inch rod. You can get them in all different sizes. You can get it in an ultra light if you want, medium, heavy. I think they even have like a heavy action and different lengths and stuff. But I'm super excited about it because it's a very, very affordable reel. You can usually pick these things up for right around 50 bucks with everything, minus the line. You do have to buy your own line for it, but it seems like it's going to be a very good budget fishing combo setup, and we're going to do a little bit of a review on it. We're going to talk about what I think of it. We're throwing a beetle spit on there today. We are here in Minnesota, so walleye fishing's closed, bass fishing's closed until we get into May, so we got to throw some small stuff, try and catch some crappies and that kind of thing. But these fish should be coming up shallow, so hopefully we can catch some fish too. But we're going to jump into it, guys. Stay tuned. Let's get to the review. We're really going to start breaking down the Shakespeare Ugly Stik GX2 because these things are super cool. They're very, very affordable. Like I said, you can pick it up on Amazon for like $59.95, and you get the rod and the reel, and honestly, it's a pretty good deal. Now, as far as the rod and reel go, we're testing it out right now to see how she goes. The rod that I have, it's a 6-foot 6-inch medium action rod, and I did get the bigger spool. I believe this is the 2500 spool. It comes in at a 5:1 gear ratio, which is honestly fine. But one of the things that these Ugly Stiks are known for is just how indestructible they are. And I can tell you just by looking at it, when you get up to the top here, it's got this like clear, I don't know exactly what they make this end out of, but I think this is really what helps keep your tip super strong so that you don't break it off all the time, which is honestly pretty cool. I've seen guys reel in huge fish with these, and they do seem to just hold up. With that being said, I mean, I wouldn't slam it in a car door or something like that, but they are supposed to be stronger than your just average, Fenwick or, something like that. They are supposed to be super, super strong. A lot of guys use them for catfishing. We're using it for pan fishing today, but it's casting the little beetle spin just great, honestly. I can cast it pretty far, and I am casting right into the wind, but I mean, I can get it out there just far enough just for, crappie fishing or whatever. All in all, I mean, the rod seems to be what shines in this situation. Honestly, I think you could throw any kind of reel on there, and it would be good. The reel doesn't seem too bad. There's some plasticky pieces to the reel, which honestly is to be expected for 60 bucks. That's just kind of what you get. But the rod seems to be great. I can't really think of anything that I would change about the rod. I do like the foam grip. That feels super nice. Personally, I'd rather have a cork grip, but it's really not that big of a deal to me. The reel feels smooth enough, honestly. I didn't do anything to it straight out of the box. This is just how I started using it. I didn't add any grease or anything, so I think that part of it's good. With the reel though, it is a 4-bearing system, so I think it could be lacking in bearings just a little bit, but honestly, it's fine. I should also mention, if you guys like these kind of product review videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because this summer we're going to be searching for the best bang for your buck budget fishing setup that I can find. We're going to be doing more product reviews and all things like it. I love reviewing fishing rods, and it kind of gives me an excuse to buy them, so it's perfect. So if you guys do like this form of content, make sure you subscribe, because we're buying more. I can guarantee you that. You can kind of tell though with some of the things with this rod that it is just more of a budget setup. Like where it says Shakespeare Ugly Stik GX2, you can see that it literally looks like it's a sticker on the rod, and then they just put like a clear coat over it. So you can't like pull it off, but it looks like there's just a line all the way around that, and they just stuck it on there, and then put something over it, like a clear coat, just so that it doesn't pull off, which is fine. You don't really notice, but just examining it very closely, I do kind of see that now, which is kind of interesting. Your hook keeper down here gets the job done. I mean, I wouldn't mind it if it was back just a little bit farther maybe. It does seem to be pretty sturdy, but it also feels like it could kind of break out of there. All in all, I would say it's really not that big a deal. Obviously, Ugly Stik is made by Shakespeare, and Shakespeare's been around for a long time, so they make some very quality stuff. A lot of, you know, kind of lower end stuff, but the stuff that they do make is pretty good. I don't have anything bad to say about them. We definitely just had a little bite. There's some fish in there and some weeds, so maybe I'm just catching weeds, I don't know. All in all though, I would say if you guys are looking for a budget friendly fishing setup, rod and reel combo for under, say, you know, like 70, 80 bucks, I would definitely look at this, because you can pick them up on Amazon for $59.95, and if it's on sale, you know, even cheaper than that, which is pretty hard to beat, especially in today's world of fishing. Like, fishing equipment has gotten incredibly expensive, and this budget setup has kind of held its price point through everything. All in all, I like it. It casts really good. I'll cast it as hard as I can for you guys, just to kind of show you how it does. I mean, you might not really be able to see it, but throwing a super light jig, I mean, that thing's at least 30, 40 yards out there, which is pretty good. If I was throwing a heavy bait, I think I could chuck this thing way out there. Now, obviously, since Ugly Stiks are known for their durability, have to do somewhat of a durability test. I'm not gonna go absolutely crazy, but I am gonna do the old bendy test that you do when you're at the sporting goods store looking for a rod. If I bend this thing over, I can bend it and keep bending it and keep bending it. I mean, that's pretty big bend on that thing right there, and I could go a lot farther if I wanted to. I mean, I can keep going. Whoa, slipped it out of there, but that's all right. You guys get the point. These things will bend over a long ways. You can tighten that drag down, and you really don't have to worry about it breaking. I'd be afraid to do that with some of my glass rods and stuff like that. Just seems like, you know, they might break. And with this guy, you really don't have to worry about it. Another thing that's kind of cool, it is a two-piece rod, so if you're just fishing out of your car or something, you don't have a whole bunch of room, you can break it down into two pieces, which honestly is a highlight. I think it's one of my only two-piece fishing rods that I have, so I was kind of excited about that. I'm actually going up to the Boundary Waters in June, and I think I'm going to bring it with, just because two-piece rod, I don't really have to lug around just a huge long stick backpacking through the woods. I can break it down into two pieces, and it should make it a lot easier. So that's kind of cool. That was actually a pretty big selling point to me, because I don't have any two-piece rods. They're all pretty much one piece, and makes storage kind of cool, especially if you're just going on a road trip and you want to throw it in the trunk or something. All in all though, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash the subscribe button and like the video. We are going to be on the hunt for the best budget fishing combo that we can find. It doesn't necessarily have to be a combo, but for the time being, we're looking at combos to buy under 100 bucks, but the cheaper the better. I think the next one that I'm looking at is coming in even cheaper than that. So if you guys like the idea of finding the best budget friendly setup, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.